When working as part of a project team, it's common to have team members ask questions about the CAD drawings. A typical question might be, who revised this file? Sometimes the last person to work on a drawing is the first person you want to talk to help answer your other questions. In this lesson, we're going to learn how to add a tag to a drawing that keeps track of each person who updates the file. On my screen, I have an example of a mechanical drawing. Now, the update tag I'm creating is going to be a text object. Note that I have already created a layer called DWG Info to place this on. And since this tag is text, I'm going to open the annotation panel, and I will select the text style called small text. To create the tag, I can use a single line or multi-line text object. I'm going to launch the multi-line text command, and then I'll zoom in on the bottom of the drawing. I'll click to set my first corner, and then I'll click again to define the width of my column. And then I'll type drawing updated by : I'll add a space, and then I'll right-click and select Insert Field. Note that I can also use the keyboard shortcut Control F. Now, a field is what I would call smart text. It's essentially a text string whose value is linked to something in the drawing. As you can see, we can create fields that identify many things. Over here on the left, I can see a list of all of my field choices. I'm going to narrow the list down by opening the category flyout, and I'll select Document. I will then select the Last Saved By field. Over here on the right, I can see a preview of how my text is going to look in the drawing, and if I wanted, I could adjust its appearance by selecting a different formatting option down below. Currently, this looks good using all uppercase letters, so I'll move down and click OK. Note that the text string is displaying my login name, and it has a gray background. Now, don't worry, the background will not print. It's only here to identify that this text is being controlled by a field. The best part is, every time this drawing is saved, the field text will update to match the login name of the person who saved the file. You know, as long as we're here, let's add a field that keeps track of the date the file was saved. I'm going to press my space bar and I'll continue my sentence. I'll type on, I'll add a space, and then I'll press Control F to insert another field. Let's open the category flyout, and this time I'll select Date and Time. I'm going to choose Save Date. Once again, I can see an example of the formatting up here. Note that you can have the save date also show the time of day the file was saved. In this case, I'm going to stick with more of a traditional date, and I'll click OK. When I'm finished, I'll click on Screen to close the editor. Let's do a zoom extents and take a look at the tag. You know, this looks a little bit large. I'm going to zoom back in. I'll select this, and then I'll change its text height to 0.05. That looks like it should work perfectly. Placing a drawing update tag on all of your layouts can be a great way to keep you informed about the state of the project files. Sometimes having this extra information can make all the difference when someone on the project team asks questions.